Hey everyone, Minerva here. Um, I'm going to try to work on some text that I cut last night, and I decided to um, record it to see if I post it or not. But what I did was those papers that I showed you that I had printed with the jelly plate. I took one of the cardstock prints and I printed a Genevieve's template over it. It's a template you use for the glassine journal that we made. I printed over it. I used the back tray of the printer, and then I cut them so they're already shaped and inked, shaped like tags. This one is a big tag, or it could be used for a journaling card. I think there's too much light in here. This is a small little card that I got. So I got 5 tags. And I was trying to decide how I'm going to decorate them. And I was thinking, I was having a little trouble finding what to use. Well, this would look nice on one of them. This little print here, like that. It's a beach theme journal that I'm going to make. Let me get my round corner rounder here. Use a 1/2 inch. This is the We're Memory Keepers Crocodile Corner Shumper. For those of you who haven't seen it, let me put it over here. And let me get I'm also thinking of using some of this napkin. I love the look of napkins, decoupage napkins. I'm going to ink this. I think I need to bring this a little closer. I don't know. Bring myself a little closer. So I inked that. Let me put a little more ink here. When I cut it, I cut the ink off. I'm going to look for, there's some pages that have stamps that you can print. And I would like to get some. I don't think I have any stamps beach related. This looks pretty. I like it. I don't want to put too much on it because, you know, you can use these as journaling cards also. But this would look nice here. I don't want to overthink it because it takes too long to make up my mind. So I'm going to use, I'm thinking if there's something I could put behind here. But it takes me a while to decide. This is nice. A little relaxed thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that. Just in case, I'm going to make it into a pocket. Oops, see, I'm out. I'm going to have to bring this in. Is it in or further out? I don't know. So I'm going to make this into a pocket, just in case I decide I want to add something to it. Or the person who gets it can tuck something in there. And for this, I'm going to use some of this tape. See if I can grab it and put a little tape on it. Yeah, I got it. I'm going to leave it at that for now, because well, it doesn't look so blank. Relax, and a nice beach scene there. It's got a bird, flowers, tropical flowers. Okay, so for now, this one's done. Now I'm going to see which one I'm going to use. I think this big one was nice for a napkin. It's a beautiful napkin. Let me see if it's one of those napkins that has a continuous design. Yeah. Well, it repeats, but it's continuous. This is nice. So I'm just going to cut apart what I think I'm going to use. Oops. I also printed this on, it's not tracing paper, it's some vellum booklet I found, but it only had one page left. And I used the top feeder in the printer and it got all tangled here. But you can still use it at Shabby Duda. Shabby Dabby Duda was making some envelopes, and this is one of her prints that she has free in her website. And I want to make one of those envelopes she made. It was so pretty. I'm going to be doing that later. So I'm going to take this apart. You can use tape, or you can wet my finger a little bit with the brush cleaner. That's how I usually do it, but you know how it is. There you go. Looks like this one only has one tissue. Most of them have two. I'm going to put that in my little box. Let me check if it has two. Looks like it doesn't. So let's work with this big one first. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh yeah. I like that coral print. Yeah, so I'm going to, I don't think I'll be covering much of that. I wouldn't like to cover it because I went through all that. So I'm just going to do this part. Okay, I'm going to separate them. Let me cover my glue, and I'm going to get a small brush here. The one I use. No, it's not this one. I have a brush here that I use for the napkins. Well, I don't see it right now, so I'm going to have to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to go... I'm going to go around here for now. I learned this from Patty Elf. She's great at decoupage with napkins. See how easy that comes apart? And now what I'll do is I'll see what I want to use. Yeah, I don't want to cover the rest of it. It's got some nice print here. Maybe I can add that to another. So if I take the print out and here, the last line, I can use that. So some water here. Pull it apart. And the last line over here. Pull this apart with luck. Okay, I'm going to save this. This is some script. That looks nice. And I'm going to leave this over here and get my the other brush, the one I use for the glue. It has to be nice and soft. Okay, so I'm going to decide. I'm going to center it. It's going to look pretty because I'm not covering all the. I'm going to use Mod Podge. That's what I usually use for my decoupage. I'm going to go around, leaving about 1/4 of an inch. It doesn't matter if I cover the whole thing with glue. So I'm just going to cover this. I'm going to put the napkin over it. I get most of my napkins at Marshall's. They bring really nice napkins. Now I'm gently going over it. And there's some spaces here that need a little more glue. Well, I'm going to go over it with this one folded in. There. We have to be very gentle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over it from the center out, just to get any air bubbles or wrinkles out. Plus it will glue down any border that just doesn't have enough glue to stick down. It's so pretty. I think I have glue all over it. A little more here. Now, what I'm going to do, since I don't have my saran wrap here, is, I hope I'm not speaking too low. Plus, I think I need to bring this in. I don't know. Maybe it's the camera angle. It seems like it's too far away. Okay. This is the other part of it. Oh, this is something I was playing with. I saw Outpost, the paper Outpost. She was making this. Really nice. All I need to do is decorate it now, and you can use it in it's a paper Outpost. So what I'm going to use is this, I checked the name yesterday, I forgot already. It's a paper you use for baking. What I do is I put it over the napkin, and I press it. What Patio Elf uses is saran wrap. Like for the bottles, it's great. It comes out nice and flat. So I'll use this so I can flatten it out without breaking it, and then very gently pull it off. And it's still wet, so you have to be very careful. And there it is. It's nice and flat. Pretty. Drop the coral. I'm gonna pull a little bit off here. And I see some bubbles here on the edge. There you go. Now if you want to go a little, let's see if this is, that's to dry it up. See, now I can touch it. So pretty. And it didn't even, it didn't cover the background completely. You can still see it. Love it. See how pretty that looks? Just with a napkin. Then later, if I want, I can maybe add something to it. I don't know, a little bling. Parchment paper, I think that's what it is. I always forget that. So I have two. I didn't check the time. Okay, I'm in 18 minutes. So I'm gonna make another one. Oh, let me show you. I printed out this. This is from the Members Graphics Fairy. These are 2 pages I'm gonna use on the journal. And I printed on tea-dyed paper. So now I don't have to tea-dye the back or print the back with tea-dye print. Isn't that great? You have to get them nice and flat. I put them under heavy books or boxes. And I did figure out how to feed it through the back. I told I use a Kodak Verite printer. And I told it I was using cardstock instead of paper so that I could use the back tray. That way it goes on straight, and if it's not completely flat, it's easier for the paper to go through. So those are 2 pages I'll be using for my ocean themed journal. Let me see what the other tags are smaller. Let me take a small one. Really like this here. Yeah, it's one of those sand dollars and a long shell. I love the coral. Love that coming out of the side. and some script. What did I do with that script? Here it is. Okay. Moving on. Okay, let's just do it. Can't overthink it too much, because it takes too long when you overthink. So I got this out, and oh, I like that pearl paint. I don't want to cover that. So the top is too square. So I'm going to. Sometimes I'll use the brush to hold it. Just want to make it a little uneven. And I'm off camera. I'm just pulling it down and holding it with the brush. See, to make it uneven on the top. I have to throw that on the floor because I'm covering my wastebasket. And I love that coral showing through. Yeah. Okay. I like it. I love doing these. But like I said, these things take time, especially if you can't make up your mind, but you just have to do it. Just like, what's her name? The Outpost Paper Lady says, with reckless abandon. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Go for it. I would still be deciding what to do with the first one if I overthink. So now you just put you make sure you put enough glue on the edge. And what you're going to do is, since the napkin is already wet with the glue, you just pull it apart. You use the edge and you tear it. You have to be careful I don't touch the other side too much. Let me wet it. Seems it's not wet enough. There. Now you go over it with some glue to press it down. When it's dry, you can cut any hanging napkin. Any napkin that's hanging over the edge. Okay. What I like to do sometimes when it's still wet, add a little glitter. Let me flatten this out. Use my parchment paper. Peel it off. There. It wants to pull up here. Get that down. Now, it's still a little wet. I'm going to get a very fine blue glitter, although I have a little pearl paint here, but I would like to add a little glitter. Quickly. I want it to be very fine. Okay, this one isn't fine enough. It's coarse. But this one, which is glitter powder and turquoise. Trying to see what company makes this. I can't read that. Nope, can't see it. Okay, so this is almost dry already. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue here. And I'm going to sprinkle it. Oh, that's so pretty. Let me get this envelope. Oh, picked up a lot. I'm getting bubbles. I'm gonna cut this off later. There it is. Oh, I love glitter. I love how it brings everything to life. So, maybe I'll dry it a little bit so I can finish it. Let me get this glitter out of here. See if I can put it back in there without tipping it over. And let's dry. See how quickly it dries? It is. Now I'm going to cut the edge of that napkin. Turn it over. There's a little spot here that wants to come up, I think. I don't know. I think it's okay. It's just a glitter. Okay. So those are the, let me put the brush in the water. Cover my glue. So I used Mod Podge, I used glitter glue, napkins, and glitter, and printed out tags on painted cardstock. This one could probably use a little glitter also, but I'll see. So these are the tags. 3 tags I made, or I decorated. And I love them. It beats, just leaving it blank. Although, with the blank background. Although the background was very pretty. Love this. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you had, you enjoyed the video and got some ideas. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And thanks for watching again. Bye.